ladies and gents, everything to outside of it. I'm Sophia and welcome back to a new video. So today we're going to be doing a ginormous book haul. I literally have 6 piles of books over here. I think it is around 50 books. So I think 45 of these I did buy all in England because I was in England last week, but a few I got as book mail or I just ordered online. I haven't filmed on my bed in so long, so I thought this could be fun. I literally have a million piles in front of me, but I think we're just going to start with the ones that I didn't get in England because that is not as many and I can just quickly go through that. The first book is Final Offer. Oh my god, I'm so happy I finally got my hands on this because the fine print was the book that made me realize how good romance is. And I'd read romance before, but that was like when I discovered like a whole new genre in a way. Terms and Conditions was one of my last 5 stars. I needed to get my hands on this one, but I have the international cover, so with this font, and you can get them with this font, but they are not like published by publisher. So I made a TikTok about this, but the spines do not align. This one's slightly taller and the pages are white rather than a normal kind of like beigey tone. Like this is like white, like paper white. It is extremely heavy and thick, but yeah, my mom got me this, so thank you, mom. Also, my goddess mom paid for most of these books. Just disclaimer, but yeah, because I really just wanted to get this version, and we were just talking about it, like what if one day they don't sell this version anymore, so just that. Then this was actually the first book mail book that I got, The Magic Touch. I got this actually sent by the author, and what I like about this cover, it like goes all the way around, like it makes sense, you know, it's like a window. One thing that I was really shocked, so you see this is like part of a window, but I thought like this was like broken. So I got really scared. Yeah, this is like a fantasy romance. They're like forbidden lovers. And the author sent it to me asking if I could read it and maybe leave a review. So yeah, that's kind of like the premise of all these books that I got. But I just wanted to give it a shot really, and the author wanted to send it to me, so I was like, honestly, why not? All the books that I got sent by authors are available on Amazon as far as I am aware. Then I got Gracefully Yours. So the author actually like asked me if I could read this book, and I just looked up the cover and I was like, oh my god, I hate to ask this, but can I please have a physical copy? Because I'm sorry, but this cover is so yum. And this is I think a mafia vampire romance, and I've never read vampire romance. Like obviously I've watched Twilight, but like I've never read it. I signed up for like this email, and then basically I can request a physical copy of a book that I might want to read, and then the author can send it to me and I can leave a review. So I did it for this one. This is the same size as that one, but it's Fireflies, and I think this is a fantasy romance-ish as well. And again, this has kind of like the same print, so massive font, super white pages. But again, it's like really, it seems like it would be really easy to read, and I think all of these 3 are on Kindle Unlimited. I'm not 100% sure, I have to check, but these should be on Kindle Unlimited. I don't really know how I'm gonna do this, but I got 2 box sets, so I'm just gonna start with that because that's honestly the easiest, because that's makes the most sense in my head right now. I think I might do it by store, I'm not sure. Let me divide them by store quickly. Okay, they're sorted over here. So they're now all on this side, and I sorted them by store. So I have 2 big piles from the Works, 1 from Charity Shop, 1 from Morrison's and Asda. Those are both grocery stores, and then obviously Waterstones. And then I will start with the Works and my box sets. So the first box set I got is the Inheritance Games series. So I did read the Inheritance Games, so I do have 2 copies now, so I think I will be selling this one on my Vinted. I'm not completely sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but I'm most likely going to sell the fresh copy. This was just the best price that we could find because it was 3 books for £15, and otherwise I would have to pay like £6 or £7 or £8 even or more for both of these books like separately. So this was just like the best deal, and then you guys are actually gonna pop off your feet. You're gonna start screaming and yelling and cheering in the comments. If you're actually so excited about this when I show you, I want you to comment that. I want you to show me how excited you are. I got the rest of the Shatter Me series. Again, I have Shatter Me twice, so I'm probably going to do the same thing I will do with the Inheritance games. I know there's still Imagine Me, I think, after Define Me. At least now I have the full thing, you know? I can get started, and I already have one of the novellas, so I can read Unravel Me in the next novella, and then I can read Ignite Me, which is apparently like a lot of people's favorites. I don't know if you guys want a reading vlog on all of the books, or if you don't care. I don't know, let me know. For any of these books, if you really want to see a reading vlog or want to see them in a video, please let me know, because it helps me so much with organizing my videos, really. For the works, I put it in two separate piles. So one is like series or duologies that I got. So let's just start with this pile. So I got Bride Test. This was again 3 for £6. That's a deal that the works does, that you can buy 3 books for £6 basically. This is the sequel to The Kiss Quotient. And The Kiss Quotient actually had me in tears. The main character in The Kiss Quotient has autism, and so do I, and some parts just hit so hard, and I love the writing. And I've been trying to look for the Bride Test and the Heart Principle for so long, because it says on the website of the works that they have them, and I never saw them in store. And this was actually the last store that we went to, and I saw this and I genuinely yelled at the top of my lungs because I got so bloody excited. I don't know anything about what it's about or the premise of the story. I think it might be Marriage of Convenience, because that makes sense. Kind of same story with the Intimacy Experiment. I don't know why that didn't come out of my mouth, but I read The Roommate and I loved The Roommate. Like, I don't know why or what the author put into it, but I adored that book. I read it on the train and I sped through it. And the same thing, I couldn't find this book. I couldn't find the second part, the Intimacy Experiment. And because first I was like, I don't think I want to read it, because it is about one of the girls that was already in the first book, and I didn't really like it that much, but I feel like this might have a little, I don't know, I feel like this will work out. And since I love the writing of that author, I think I'll speed through this as well. Also, like, around 300 pages, so these are just like good books to have, especially since I know the author's writing, so I know that I'll like get through it, you know what I mean? Then I got both a Not So Meet Cute and So Not Meant to Be. So this is the Kane Brothers series. So you have obviously these two, and then you have A Long Time Coming. They had both of these for £5, and I just knew that I would probably like them, so I just got the second one as well, because if I'm already there, I might as well. And I've just heard so many good things about these books, especially A Not So Meet Cute. I've heard that it's absolutely hilarious. It's made people laugh. It's been a lot of people's actually 5 stars. I've just been on the hunt for a good 5-star. So I was really happy to see that they actually sold these at the works, because I've not seen them in any store in the Netherlands, and on Amazon they're just like, I don't want to pay that. I don't want to pay that. I don't want to pay 15 to 20 euros if I can get it for £5. And then again, these are also from the same series. I got Things I Wanted to Say but Never Did, and Promises We Meant to Keep. I know the official title is Things We Meant to Say, but Things I Wanted to Say, but I don't know. It sounds better if I do it like that. I just realized I'm missing a book. Anyway, this one is an absolute chunk. This is like 650 pages, and I'm actually so scared to read this. I mentioned this in my May TBR already, but I don't know. It's like such a chunk. I love The Million Kisses in Your Lifetime by the same author, and both of these are in that series, because it's like a standalone series, and the 4th one is coming out. I think it's like It'll Always Be You. I knew I wanted to continue the series, and I knew I wanted to read these both. They both had them at the works for £6, so again, steal, because I looked it up and this one is like 18 euros, so England is the place to be. Some of you are going to scream over this as well. I got A Court of Mist and Fury. So I am still reading ACOTAR. I haven't finished it, as I said earlier, but I am far in enough that I know that I at least want to read A Court of Mist and Fury, because my ideal plan was to finish it before I went to England, but I was in the biggest slump this month, so that obviously didn't work. I started it on my way to England, and on the last day I felt like I could make an okay decision. Obviously I would have preferred to know if I wanted to read the rest of the series like completely, because I'm not going to England for a very long time. But yeah, at least I have the second one in the series if I do really want to continue it. Obviously, really big here on the back, if you haven't read it, there's a really big spoiler, so that was kind of sad when I picked it up. but honestly kind of my fault. But this one is also really long. This is also 620 pages, so this is already a chunk. Now we're gonna move on to I think these are almost all 3 for £6 at the works. First, I also mentioned this in my May TBR, is Bad Things Happen Here. I think this is like an island thriller, around 300 pages, and I just needed something short and quick. And I'd see this float around a little on like Instagram and stuff. I feel like I would enjoy this, and the font is really big. It's like easy to read. I don't know, I feel like this could just be really good. I feel like this is gonna be easy. I don't know why, and I think this could also be fun for when it gets warmer because it is about an island, and as you can obviously see, it's giving very summer vibes, though it is a thriller. I got the Honey Don't List by Christina Lauren. I don't know why that took me so long to think of. But I did read the Soulmate Equation, and I really liked it. Like, I enjoyed it. It was easily written. I did read it as a audiobook, but I did pick it up. Like, obviously you hear it the way it's written, and I could just, like, I understood what was going on. Like, I understood that the words were easy. And yeah, and this one's also really short, and I just thought it would be cute. Like, it's exactly 300 pages, and this cover is just honestly so cute. Like, I wish we could go back to February and I could read this on Valentine's Day, because this is like, oh my god, wait, my outfit matches so well because these are little hearts. I have little hearts in my earring. Sorry, I got a bit excited there. Let's moving on. I feel like I have to go a bit quicker because we're already 20 minutes in the video and we're not even halfway. I think my mom and I both got this. So the One Night Stand, and it's basically like she has this one night stand and her one night stand is murdered, and she's like, I need to stop doing my one night stands because what the fuck is happening? And that just sounded really interesting, and it was obviously 3 for £6. Really short again, 260 pages. Like, if you guys don't think I'm gonna be on a roll with all these short books, then I don't know. Then I got 2 Elle Kennedy books. So I got Good Girl Complex. I know that there's like some controversy, not really controversy, but just some people like it, some people don't. Like, it's really, either you really like it or you think it's like, nah. I had FOMO and I saw this and I was like, I need to have an opinion. And I like Elle Kennedy's writing. I know it's quick, so even if this isn't my cup of tea, I know that I'll still be able to get through it, you know? And this is part of a series because you also have, I think, a Bad Girl Reputation, and then another one is coming out this summer. And then I got Rogue by Elle Kennedy because I do have Misfits. I haven't read it yet, but it is on my May TBR. And I've just seen so many nice things about this. Not nice, just good, yummy things about the series, and I don't know, I feel like it could be spicy and fun. Then, if you've been following me for like a year, you know that I have a collection of Hamish Macbeth books, and that's like this series. But these are really fun to read, and I thought this one was so cute because like Death of a Valentine, I don't know, I just thought that this was just like adorable, and I love the concept of this because they all are called Death of A, and the Valentine thing just intrigued me because I love Valentine's Day. I'm a Valentine's Day girly. I'm a romance girly to my core, and the red, this shade of red is like my favorite shade of red, so the font is massive. So if you need quick reads, these are definitely it. They're kind of under the category of cozy murder mysteries. This is actually getting kind of exhausting. Then I got a Harlan Coben book. So again, if you saw my May TBR, just watch my May TBR. Honestly, it would make this video a lot easier for you. I always gift my boyfriend Harlan Coben books because those are quite easy for him to get into. He's not a reader really, and I'm trying to get him to be a reader. And he always reads Harlan Coben books, so I actually got 2. So I can actually read some because I haven't. My mom and my grandma love these books, and I have not read a single one of them. So I just got 2 for myself, and then I can always give them to my boyfriend, and then we can actually have something to talk about. This is like a bit of a longer, this is like 450 pages-ish. Then I got Get a Life, Chloe Brown. I feel like, again, everyone and their mom has read this, and I haven't. I don't know, I never was like appealed to this book. Maybe because I never really knew what it was about. Then I actually looked on the back and I read the blurb, and then I was like, hey, this does sound like my cup of tea. Because basically she has like a list of things she still wants to do, and she finds the guy to do all these things with, you know, like ride a motorcycle, go camping, and do something bad and stuff like that. And I don't know, I love like to-do lists that, like, I think it's like a trope even. Like, I love that trope. I've just heard so many great things about this book. Like, genuinely, I don't think I've heard a single bad thing. Then again, a book that I've seen like literally everywhere, Two Wrongs Make a Right. So I've seen this on like TikTok and Instagram specifically, and this is a fake dating trope, And you guys know that I love my fake dating. And I've just heard so many good things about this book and I never really know what it's about. And I looked on the back and I literally just saw fake date. And I was like, yeah. Yeah. Moving on. Then I got Playing with Bones. So this is another thriller. My mom read the back and she was like, this sounds absolutely disgusting. So I obviously had to read and see what it said. And it says, on one great October morning, the body of a strangled teenager is found in the North Yorkshire city of somewhere. I don't want to pronounce cities in public because I can't. With a mutilated doll laying beside her. I don't know why, but that intrigued me. Because it's creepy and it's different from the other things. I feel like all thrillers are literally, a woman is home alone. A woman is a psychologist or a psychiatrist and one of her patients is trying to kill her. But this was just like, this sounds like a creepy Criminal Minds episode that I would absolutely eat up. Then I got The Visa. This is again one of those books that I've kind of seen everyone like say, oh, this is like a super fun, you know, holiday fun read. Because it's called The Visa. Oh, this is Marriage of Convenience because like they need like, he needs to like stay in the country, so he needs like, I'm probably gonna save this for summer holiday or something because this looks so cute and I feel like this would be so fun to read in the plane. And then another summer book that I got every summer after, so everyone and their mom has as well been reading this and I've just seen it literally everywhere and people have been saying that this is an absolutely beautiful and kind of also gut-wrenching but also beautiful and I don't know, super cute. This is a second chance romance, I believe. I'm kind of on the fence about second chance romances because they're only good if they're done well. Like with some tropes, if they're not done well, I could still enjoy them. You know what I mean? But with second chance, you have to make them so, you have to make me so emotionally like attached to these characters for me to really enjoy it. That was all the books that I got at the works, guys. Now we're gonna move on to charity shops. So I got another Harlan Coben book for the same reason as the other one, but this one sounded like a bit more of my cup of tea because it's like 6 years ago Jake watched Natalie marry another man. 6 years ago he made a promise to stay away, but now Natalie's husband has been murdered and Jake decides that 6 years is long enough. That sounds just like a bit more of my cup of tea than this one. Then this book. My mom really wanted me to read this. I have no clue what it's about. I'm not going to look on the back what it is about, but she just said that she read it and she thinks I should read it. And that's all I'm going to say. Then I got You Let Him In, and it's basically like how well do you know your husband. Like on the cover it says the only thing she was guilty of was trusting him. Yeah, it's basically like how well do you know your husband, how well do you know your people around you, and that's kind of also like a thing that I love in thrillers. Like, it's so simple, but I'll eat it up. Like, lie to me. Like, literally lie to me. Gaslight me. Less than 300 pages. Then I got Then She Was Gone. So this is a really popular book by Lisa Jewell, and I've been seeing it going around a little bit. It has a different cover, but I've actually no clue what this is about, and I don't want to know. With thrillers, it's kind of a thing that I just don't want to know what it's about because I feel like otherwise I'm going to start guessing way too early. Oh my god, this font is actually like massive. But again, this is kind of a book that both me and my mom got because my mom has read a lot of Lisa Jewell's books and she really likes them. And I told her that this one's really popular, and then we were like, let's get it. And we got this at a secondhand store, obviously, but we kept seeing it also at normal stores, and then we were like happy that we got it for cheap because we paid $1.75. Then these are, again, this is like one of those things, if you've been following me for longer, then you know how much this actually means to me. So I am a big fan of the Helen Gray series by MJ Arledge, and I've been trying to collect the entire series secondhand, or as good as secondhand. So I had 2 new additions to the series, so it's kind of ass because I am currently missing, I think, the 3rd one and a few others. But I read the first 2 and I'm now on number 3, but I have 4, 5, and 6, I think. So literally all I needed is 3. I sadly did not find 3, and I'm just really happy to add these to my collection. And these are also the same covers because they all have like similar covers. And I'm just happy that I got the right ones because I have seen some that are different and I don't want those. Then I got The Singles Table. So this is a trilogy, so you have The Marriage Game, The Dating Plan, and this one. I think this entire series is actually like fake dating, Marriage of Convenience, because obviously The Marriage Game, The Dating Plan, and then this one is The Singles Table, but it says something on the back about a deal, so I'm assuming that is what it is. Oh my god, my camera's dying. And then the last book that I got in a charity shop was Then She Vanishes by Claire Douglas. So I've actually seen a lot of her books go around, And her most popular one is I think number 9. Heather and Jess were best friends until the night Heather's sister vanished. Jess has never forgiven herself for the lies she told that night, nor has Heather, but now Heather is accused of an awful crime. And then it's like, what is she gonna do? I just thought this was easy, quick, and fun. Then we're gonna move on to grocery stores. So I only got one book at Morrison's, and the rest was Asda. So I got Just Like Other Girls, so this is by the same author, at Morrison's. This was actually on offer, so it was only £2. I don't know, it seemed like it's like a family issue type of thing. I don't know, it's like a psychology thriller, and I needed more. Then I got You'll Be the Death of Me by Karen McManus. And this is the author of One of Us is Lying. I actually have all of her books now that I got this one, so now my collection is finally completed. This is people's least favorite, but honestly I was like, I just want to give it a try, for my own opinion, because now I have started to see people enjoying it more. And then my collection is also done, so honestly, I popped you in the charge. I put you guys on charge. Sorry, I was kind of interrupted. Yeah, I just wanted to add this one to my collection and make my own opinion, really. Daisy Darker by Alice Feeney. So Alice Feeney is Sarah Crowley's like favorite author, like one of her favorite authors, and I do have Rock Paper Scissors. It's a really, really popular book by Alice Feeney. Have I read it? No, but I've heard she writes really similar to Frida McFadden, and I do really enjoy Frida McFadden's books and her writing, so I thought I should give it a try. And I saw this at Asda for £4.50, so I was like, yeah. This is a really popular thriller as well, Local Gone Missing. I knew that somebody recommended this to me, and yeah, it's basically like, because it's a small town, so everyone is a suspect when like a local goes missing, because everyone is so close, like everyone's interconnected. And yeah, and then the last book I got at Asda was, so I think there's an alternative like cover of this as well. I'd seen some fun things about this, and it's just like an easy YA murder mystery. So, oh yeah, there are no more cheerleaders in the town of Sunnybrook, not since 5 girls on the squad died in one terrible summer 5 years ago. Monica's sister Jennifer was the last to die, and Monica is sure there's more to her sister's death than anyone will admit. So that sounds really, really good. And I just love a little YA murder mystery. Like, sometimes it just feeds my soul. It's like exactly what I need. This is again kind of like me and my mom's book. So The Couple at the Table, 6 Couples, 1 Honeymoon Resort, An Impossible Murder. I am missing another book. I'm gonna go on a hunt in a second. A Dream Honeymoon, You're Madly in Love, Newly Married, and at an exclusive resort. A Nightmare Dinner, you receive a note warning you to beware of the couple at the table nearest to you. There are 5 other couples, any of them that might have murder in mind. Who tried to warn you, and who's trying to get out? So fucking psychological thriller to the max. So we got Flawless by Elvis. Oh, we got Flawless by LZ Silver. So this is, I don't know, it's a series, I forgot what it was called. I love the UK covers, like the UK covers are my favorite covers out of all of them, so I'm so lucky to be UK and international. So this is such a stunning cover. I've been so tempted to read this series already on my Kindle, and then I saw it on I think like literally the first or second day I was in England, and I was like, I need this. It's so cute. If you watched my reading wrap up, you know I read Credence. So I had to get Punk 57, so this was actually on the same table as Flawless, and I just saw this and I was like, I need it, because I was willing to take any Penelope Douglas book home with me, because I just needed one. I needed more, I needed them physically, I needed to have them in my hands and own them, just because I loved Credence so much. So yeah, I was also kind of on the look for Birthday Girl. I didn't find it, but at least I have Punk 57. Then here's a funny story. So I got Sinner by Sierra Simone, not realizing that this is the second in the series, so I had to get Priest. So I did get both, but I got these at the same time I did as Flawless and Punk 57, and then I was adding them onto Goodreads and I realized that this is the second one. So we were lucky that we were doing a little road trip, so I looked up on the Waterstones app where was Priest available, and it was actually on the way to Cambridge, because we were going from Canterbury to Cambridge, and it was like in Bury St Edmunds, so I actually ran in. Now I have the first 2, I'm not even sure if I like this one. I've heard that there's quite a lot of like Christian and like church terminology, and that it's difficult if you haven't studied the religion maybe to like, or if you haven't really gone to church, to pick up on some terminology, but I'll just Google it if I don't know it. And then the last book that I got at Waterstones was Do No Harm. So this is actually a recent release and it's been everywhere. We got a buy one get one half price. So it was My Child Has Been Taken and I've been given a choice: kill a patient on the operating table or lose my son forever. That's super lighthearted. I am gonna quickly run around the house finding those other books because I'm genuinely like, where are they? I have 2 in my head. Maybe I can find more. After a long hunt, I found 3 more, and I think that's all now. One of them is This Is My Truth. So this is the same author as All the Things We Never Said. I read that like 2.5, almost 3 years ago. Bawled my eyes out so much. And this is again heavy topics, but I just saw this. W.H. Smith, I think. I was like, I need to take this home with me because I loved that book so much. It was such a fat 5 stars, and I was like, I can't believe she has another one, so I just needed it. Then another works book, Drunk on Love. This looked like a little cute summer fun read. This is a workplace romance as well. Yes, this is a workplace romance, and I don't know, I needed one. 380, so it is closer to the 400 pages. This is the one where I was like, I am missing one. The Kind Worth Killing. So this is the book that I got at a charity shop, and this one's also really popular. I've seen this like in a lot of those reels that are like the best thriller books, top 5. I've seen this one and it looks absolutely stunning. When his flight gets delayed, Ted Severson meets Lily, a magnetic stranger, in the airport bar. In another world of international travel and too many martinis, he confesses his darkest secrets about his wife, infidelity, and how he wishes her dead. Without missing a beat, she offers to help him and carry out the task. And my mom said that she would be willing to read this as well. So those are all the books that I bought, but I did get 2 blind dates as well. Obviously can't tell you much about these. I am sitting here in between all of these books, wondering how I'm gonna read all of them, but I'll be okay. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you're still watching, comment this emoji if you have any questions about these books, or if you want to see any of... Sorry, I've been filming like all day. I'm so brain dead. If you want to see any of these in videos, please let me know, and I will see you when I see you. Bye. Oh my god, I'm so scared. How am I gonna do this?